Hello everyone, who's ready for a break? Well, I know I am. So today's journal had me, and hopefully will have you, harkening back to summer days and nestling into fall favorites as we explore this farm life junk journal inspired by Your Creative Studio subscription stationery supply box from August 2023. Here is the cover. I will come in close to let you have a look. There's a lot going on. Super cute part from the box as well as this. Now the cover here, oops, got a little bit of stuff I'll take care of, is a very, very old and vintage book. As you can see, the wear and tear, it's a bit flimsy there. And then I have just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch with crochet cotton. And then I have embellished with cheesecloth, and I have a doily here. Then I have some vellum from the box here and here. This is like a tag thingy, and some vintage lace as well. And then I adhered all that with gel medium. So that is that. And let me show you briefly here. So if you want to remember, or if you hadn't seen, you can check the box opening from this box. I'll try to link it up in the corner. But these were the papers, and this was back when they were giving us a longer, I think this is, I don't know, 5 by 8 or it's longer. That's probably not exact. And then we got art paper, regular paper, sticker paper, and vellum paper for each of the patterns. And so this is what I have left, and that was the art. This is just the paper. This one's the sticker. And I think the rest of these are the sticker paper that I do have left, which I love the sticker paper. I miss the sticker paper. And let me know in the comments, is he creepy or cute? Because I couldn't do it. I couldn't put him in my journal because for me he's on the creepy side. But you know, maybe he's cute to people. But most of the other stuff in this graphics I love. And then we have, you know, a few pieces left here, which you'll see some of these. The vellum, I do have quite a few, well, a few sheets of the vellum left. They're still in the package there. And then a bunch of scraps. And I also used, going inside here, you'll see this lovely pattern paper here. This is from, I have a pad from Authentique, or Authentique, I don't know how to say that. And it is the collection Homestead. So I used this side in the journal. I also used one of this, and this is the black and white check you can see that I lined the inside with. And then this, what was the other side? I don't have a scrap left. Oh, it's kind of like vintage advertising on the other side, but I really liked this side. I probably should have used it more, but I think I only used it right there as a pocket. And I also, since this is a very flimsy old book, I used something new to me, but probably not new to a lot of junk journalers, is this book repair tape. So, yeah, and I'll be using this a lot because I've got a huge roll now, and that worked great. And so I think I picked that up on Amazon or something. Inside this pocket here, this is from the box, Your Creative Studio, and it's part of the paper ephemera pack. I used almost all of that. I've got a couple bits left. Don't remember where this came from, but I still have some bits in this theme, and it sort of fits. Yeah, I have no idea, but I have it in a box of ephemera, and I included a couple of those. Then this is a product packaging idea here. This was some like paper flowers, I think, embellishments from Little Birdie, and it came in the, you know, in a packaging with this backer card, and it was super adorable. I just embellished this side with some scraps from the Your Creative Studio papers. That's the sticker paper, vellum, regular paper there, and a sticker paper fussy cut, sort of torn out actually, rooster. And I just thought the mason jar I mean, I've been hanging on to that packaging for a while, but it just fits with the farm life here, so great there. So then as far as the papers go, on the inside, they're from my stash of junk journal papers, and this came from a book a journal, like a long journal I harvested a long time ago. I still have a couple extras. I like that it has the lines. Then we have the rooster sticker, and it's much longer, the book, so I folded this over. This is a piece of the paper ephemera, and we have another little rooster there. This one is coffee dyed paper, and I think I just left it as is. This is a YourCreativeStudio stamp. I am going to have to look that up. I'm sure it was maybe a fall one. I don't think it was from the August 2023, but I will put that in a title there. Then I have a piece of paper here that I've added as a flip out to add extra space here. And of course, we're not quite in frame. This is some old ledger paper from my stash. And I just had this come over onto this side. Now here is from those interesting die cut textured shapes we were getting. I've used them in here. They're not die cut super crisply, so the edges are a little fuzzy in places, but you know what, they work. And then this interesting paper here, if I'm not mistaken, is parchment paper that I had in like a calligraphy set, and I just like using it in junk journals, so it's got a really nice smooth feel to it also. And then on this side we have this lovely rooster here. Is he from the August box? And then we have some grid or squared paper here, again from the stash, and these pieces are from the paper ephemera little pack. They're kind of like tag weight. They're a little bit lightweight tag, but they are definitely heavier weight. So I've used one glued at the top as a tuck, and then these two guys here just tuck in. Then we have a top flip out here with some, not coffee dyed, but like ink dyed, I think. That's sprayed because it has a little bit of, is this catching on camera? I'm not sure. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. So I think it's a spray dye that is just like a, you know, ink dye that I used in a very light application. Here we have another funky rooster. This one is not from the August 23 box, but he is from a previous YourCreativeStudio box. We'll put that in the information on screen there. And I thought, you know, he's a little bit of a funky rooster, but he goes with the theme there. Again, a couple pieces from the ephemera. Very cute. Love the color on here. And then we have a scrap of paper here that I have used as a corner tuck that flips out here for more writing space. On this side, again, it's another stamp from YourCreativeStudio, but not, well, is this from the August box? I don't remember. So accurate information will be on screen there. And then here is another piece from the ephemera pack, and then this is from that mystery set I had that was farm-like. And then this is a YourCreativeStudio tag. This came from this little box of tags. I think this was in the August 2023 box. Yeah, but you know, it's not particularly farm-like because it was just thrown in there. And then on this side we have a piece of like the art paper that I have glued on as a tuck, and this is from that other mystery pack of journal cards that I have, and this is from a 12 by 12 sheet of cut-aparts that, again, I don't know, do not know the provenance on that one because I don't have the label anymore. So then we have some more grid paper, and this is from that sticker sheet. Actually, that one is in pretty good condition. I like how it looks there. Had a little scrap here with the tractor from the art type paper that I just glued down flat for embellishment. And the carrots really they weren't in great shape, so I think I used my scissors to trim them a bit. But actually with the tractor, I think it looks pretty good like that. And then we have another parchment paper here with some paper that's glued on this side as just an accent, and on this side it's the full flip out experience here. And then here is a little corner of vellum that I've only glued on two sides here, rounded the edge and left it open to tuck. And sometimes it's fun to have the vellum where you can see through it. Now this is an old card. Again, I don't know where this is from, but I just have a organizer that's holding old journal cards from various places, and I like that this one has the, you know, you can write about a particular time and select the perpetual calendar month there. On this side, this one is one of the stickers that it's a little rough around the edges, but super cute, adorable rooster there. And another set of stamps that I thought went pretty well with this theme is right here from, and I have stamped it out in kind of a yellowish ink there. I liked that. And then another sticker. Then we have this yellow paper you remember from the Authentique pad that I've just glued down as a little pocket there. And this is from Ephemera pack. And this is from that, as I'm saying, mystery, because I can't remember. I have a whole like set of ephemera from it. I think I got it at a discount shop like Tuesday morning, which isn't even around anymore here. And so I still have a few pieces of it that coordinate. It looks like I just glued down this vellum flat here, but I do love that rooster. And then in the center, can anyone tell me what this is? It's hard to tell from what it is here. Anybody getting closer? It is one of these packages that our cling stamps often come in, and I have just stitched it into the center and trimmed this part off at the top and given it a little thumb hole, and then this part is just open as is. I did trim off the flap because on this particular envelope it was pretty thin, because when I had ripped it open it didn't survive well. I embellished this side with some paper. I love the way that cow is just looking out. I think he features again in here somewhere. That's why the paper was so great before. I loved that we had 4 different chances to use the pattern. This again is from that same set that I'm calling Mystery, and it fits perfectly in this side, usually, if I can get it in. There we go. And then I did absolutely love, I actually love Red Barns anyway. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I love the Red Barn image here. And this is the art paper, and it seems to be really vivid, even a little more so than the regular paper. And then I gave a little thumb notch here on this side, and I have, this is from, I think it's a DCWV, Die Cuts with a View, like a travel themed 12 by 12 paper pack. It says C'est la vie, that's life, or the life, and it's a picture of a vineyard here, which I thought just went well with a farm life theme. And then we have this little paper here embellishing, and then another piece of ephemera from the ephemera pack. I've only glued the top in, and before I glued it on I added just a little bit of crochet cotton there. And this lovely tag was from that box that I showed just a little bit ago. Those were the 2 that I thought kind of went with my color theme and fit enough with the farm life, even though they're birds. But we have another of this rooster. I really liked these Claire stamps from this box. Not stamps, sticker. The distressed look of that rooster. He's handsome. And there's that cow I was talking about. I just thought, wouldn't it be cute? I fussy cut him, and it was worth it because he looks so cute peeking out on the edge of this coffee dyed piece of paper here. So love how that turned out. On this side I have another flip out piece with just the lightweight paper from that box. And then this is another stamp from this set right here. It is a flower. I don't know if that actually is a chamomile flower. I mean, it looks too long, but it looks like the same shape of it. But yeah, I did it again in the yellow, and I think that Looks really nice, and it's on the very faded old ledger paper. I once tried coffee dyeing this ledger paper and the lines disappeared completely. So that I just use them as is now. This side is more, you can see the grid better. Oops, you've got a peekaboo view of my little surprise here. So when I was thinking about different unique things to do in this journal, I really wanted to do some like barn doors with a peekaboo of something inside, and I wanted to just cut the doors open, which these doors are already open, so it didn't work. But then I just decided to do it this way, where it's not literally the shape of the door, but it is the same idea. And look who's inside! We got some beautiful animals peeking out. I think that might be the sticker paper there. So that was fun to execute that idea. Another piece from the paper ephemera pack that is partially glued down. I think this might be a tag. I can't see if it has a hole there or not, but it's holding this adorable ducky tag in place on the parchment paper. And on this side, oh, just a random scrap here from the sunflower. Looks pretty lovely. And again, some animals peeking out over this page. We have a goat and a duck. And then this stamp is also from this little cling stamp set. And that's it's stamped out into a juicy, kind of a red-orange color. And a rusty orange. Then these two pieces from the paper ephemera pack I have put together and just glued their bottoms so they could hold this tag with our handsome, or, you know, good looking cow there. And then this paper, I'm not sure what it is, but it is coffee dyed. And another of the stamps here in the yellow. And then this is another piece from the ephemera pack that I partially glued down. They make great tuck spots, don't they? And great things to tuck in. This is a piece from that mystery pack. Whoops! It says Provence, country, quaint, all kinds of little words there, but I thought the color theme and the colors and the theme went well with the farm life theme of this journal. Here, another piece that is partially glued as a tuck spot. And then this was also some packaging that I had saved. Not sure what it was holding originally. I've had it a while, and I trimmed it down a bit, but I mean, it's a perfect little fence that was a backer paper for something. And then this guy here is part of the paper pack from the YourCreativeStudio, and I just cut that out to add a little accent on this packaging. It's the most simple way. You can write all over this side or add extra embellishment. But man, that was probably one of the fastest little packaging tags I have ever made, other than just leaving it as is. And here's the other side of that dyed paper. Oh yeah, you can, let's see, can you see the sparkle now? Can't tell if the camera's catching it, so I won't spend too much time on that. And I totally skipped, let me just go here for a minute, the center. Sometimes I like to decorate the strings, so these two pieces here are from the ephemera pack. They do not match exactly. I would have liked, if there were 4 pieces that were really close in size, I would have liked to put them on there, but how I solved that was I had a paper flower from my stash. Unfortunately, my glue had some like rust color in it, so, but at least it matches the center of the flower there. And then I added some red bling on there. So, and they just hang down below. We have the grid paper and another little fussy cut lamb out of the papers. Here is from the paper pack. I still have, I think, 2 more of these circle size embellishments. Now this one I just glued mostly down, but it has enough room for a nice corner there. And this is from that one mystery ephemera paper pack. And then we have the other side of parchment here, and for this last piece of postage stamp little ephemera with the cow, I just used my tiny attacher there. And so it's a light hold on this little card that is also from the mystery pack. We have a piece of paper here that flips out, glued on. I liked how it fit just enough to fit these animals. See how that doesn't stay as well? That's one that may or may not stay there. And then the bedraggled carrot. He's missing a little bit of greens, but that's okay. Last piece of coffee dyed. We have a rooster here that has featured before in this. And then here you can see how these two pieces of the paper film are close, but not quite. And I could just trim that off, but I'm okay with a little bit of white hanging out. But then it makes a nice thing to grab on here to flip that last page. And finally in the back here is this piece that is, we have this lovely grid side and the other side was this. And I just cut it down for a little pocket here. One more piece from that mystery pack. Now those look kind of sewing veined, but we'll forgive them that. The tree goes nicely and the colors. And then this last little index card thing. And that tucks in there. And that is the Farm Life little junk journal. If you're curious about size, this is roughly 6, just under 6 inches tall and about 4.5 inches wide, slightly under. Perfect little size and beautiful colors, beautiful little animals. And it really does bring out the joy of late summer and fall, doesn't it? It makes me want to go get some cider or something. And I really hope you enjoyed seeing it today, and I'd love to hear your comments below. Thank you for watching, as always, and have a wonderful and creative day.